What if I told you the 9 to 5 job is dying and faster than anyone expected? The traditional 9 to 5 you thought was safe is collapsing right now, and most people have no idea it's even happening. This isn't just a work shift, it's a seismic change that could upend your career and finances. If you're counting on a comfortable 40-year career and a gold watch retirement, think again. The collapse of the 9 to 5 means everything about how we earn, save, and plan our lives is changing. Those who don't adapt will get left behind, both financially and professionally. But don't panic, with big change comes big opportunity. In this video, we'll reveal why the 9 to 5 model is crumbling and how savvy people are already cashing in on what's next. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to stay ahead of this workplace revolution and come out on top. Quick heads up, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just educational content, so do your own research before making any financial moves. Let's start with a reality check. The 9 to 5 was never designed for the world we live in today. 100 years ago, Henry Ford popularized the 40-year work week to make life easier for factory workers. It worked great in 2026, but in 2025, we're in a service and knowledge economy where work doesn't fit neatly into 8 hours. The old clock in, clock out routine is a relic of the past, like using a typewriter in an age of smartphones. And the cracks are showing everywhere. Employers say, no one wants to work anymore. But the truth is, no one wants to work in soul crushing conditions for stagnant pay. Workers are over it. They're disengaging, doing the bare minimum, quiet quitting, or even juggling two full time jobs at once just to make ends meet. In fact, a record 47 million Americans quit their jobs in 2021, not because they're lazy, but because they were fed up and seeking better opportunities. When people feel forced to become overemployed, double dipping jobs, you know the traditional model isn't working. Meanwhile, the gig economy has exploded, and it's devouring chunks of the workforce. Instead of a single 9 to 5 employer, millions are driving Ubers, delivering food, freelancing online, working on their own terms. Gig work offers freedom and flexibility that a desk job can't match. Sure, gigs lack benefits and stability, but for many, flexibility is worth more than a 401k and a water cooler chat. The success of platforms like Uber and Fiverr proves that people crave autonomy, even if it means trading off some security. Then came the remote work revolution, a huge wake up call. The pandemic forced companies into a massive work from home experiment, and guess what? Productivity didn't tank. In many cases, it was improved. People learned they could do their jobs just fine, sometimes better, without sitting in a cubicle from 9 to 5. We saved hours commuting and found out that work could fit around life instead of life fitting around work. Once you get a taste of that freedom, flexible hours, Zoom calls in pajama pants, going back to rigid schedules feels impossible. Here's the flip side. Businesses saw an opportunity. By embracing contractors and remote gig workers, companies can cut costs on offices and dodge paying benefits. Why hire a full time employee with health insurance and a pension when you can outsource the same work to a contractor or AI? It sounds harsh, but it's happening everywhere. This shift lets companies stay lean and shield themselves from economic downturns. The traditional loyal employee climbing the ladder? Sadly, that's becoming an endangered species. Let's talk about what this upheaval means for real people. For many workers, the collapse of the 9 to 5 has meant trading one set of problems for another. No steady job might mean no steady paycheck or benefits. Others still stuck in 9 to 5 roles are feeling more strain than ever, often doing the work of two people and inching closer to burnout. It's like we've swapped the rat race for a hamster wheel going even faster. Work life balance? Hard to find when you're always hustling in the gig world or always online in remote roles. The mental and physical toll is real. Make no mistake, there are winners in this new game, and losers. Top tier talent and entrepreneurs are often coming out ahead. If you have high demand skills, you can go freelance, start an online business, or consult and potentially earn more with multiple clients on your schedule. These folks gain freedom and sometimes higher pay. But what about everyone else? Many average workers are seeing stagnant wages, fewer benefits, and shaky job security. The gap is widening. Those who adapt thrive, and those who can't are getting squeezed. Quick pause. If you're finding value here and want more insights on money and careers, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's free, takes a second, and it really helps support this channel. Thank you. Now, back to the action. So, what now? The 9 to 5 as we know it might be on life support, but this is your chance to adapt and thrive. First, embracing lifelong learnings. New skills are the currency of the future. If technology can do your job, think about how you can work with technology instead of against it. Second, diversify your income. Whether it's a side hustle or investing, don't rely on a single employer for all your earnings. The days of one job for life are over. Security now comes from being agile and having multiple options. Finally, prioritize your well being. Burnout isn't a badge of honor. In the new world of work, setting boundaries and making time for health and family is crucial. After all, what's the point of a modern, flexible career if you're too exhausted to enjoy life? The collapse of the old work model is scary, but it's also creating a new world of opportunities. We could see more 4-day work weeks, more remote first companies, and careers that ebb and flow with different life stages instead of one rigid path. Imagine a future where you work when you're most productive, not just when the clock dictates, and where results matter more than hours logged. In that world, we might actually be happier and more productive. It's not a fantasy. Some companies are already experimenting with these ideas and seeing great results. In fact, there's no one single replacement for the 9 to 5. Instead, we're looking at a mix of arrangements coexisting: remote, hybrid, freelance, you name it. We're in a golden age of work experimentation, figuring out what works best for both productivity and happiness. Here's the bottom line: the 9 to 5's collapse isn't just about offices closing or new apps popping up, it's about us redefining what work means. It will take changes in company culture, new laws and policies to protect gig and remote workers, and a shift in mindset for everyone. We have to demand a work life that offers flexibility and fairness. And yes, it's possible. As a society, if we push for innovation with compassion, balancing tech advances with human needs, we can build a future of work that's more fulfilling than the old 9 to 5 ever was. The traditional 9 to 5 job may be headed for the history books, but that could be the best thing that's happened to the workforce in a century. Opportunity is knocking for those ready to break free from the old rules. Are you going to answer? Let me know in the comments what you think about this 9 to 5 shakeup. And if you got something out of this video, subscribe for more eye-opening insights on building wealth and navigating the new world of work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.